So in the last video, we already talked about why you should consider opening a YouTube channel or some other kind of content creation in 2025. This video is solely talking about how you can effectively start a YouTube channel according to your niche, according to your offerings, according to your preference, and actively grow that throughout the year. So before we start our own YouTube channel, it is very important to understand what is working on YouTube, what are the different types of contents that you can create which will get you the maximum amount of growth. So basically, to understand the terrain of YouTube, there are basically three different types of content. Number one is entertainment, anything that you can watch while eating and that does not really require much of your brain to understand is entertainment. We all know what entertainment means. Number two is educational. Anything that gives you pure value or makes your life a little bit better is educational content. Now there is a middle ground which is called infotainment or also called edutainment content, which is education, some kind of information, some kind of things that might make your life a little bit better, but provided to you in a little bit of entertaining way. So once you understand that, you have to pick your poison, whether you are going to be creating entertainment content, educational content, or the middleman edutainment content. You have to first decide that. Once you have decided that, next you have to pick the channel's niche. Your niche can be anything and everything, but I personally would suggest your niche to be something that you are actually passionate about, something that you are actually interested in, because initially starting a YouTube channel and running a YouTube channel is going to be pretty demoralizing, because you're going to see like 100 views or even less for the first 10 videos at least. If you do not really like what you're talking about, if you do not like football and you make a football channel just because you think it will get views, you're not going to stick to it after the first 2-3 failed videos. So pick something that you would love to talk about even if nobody is watching, and that is the best way to pick your niche, so you can keep grinding it out video after video, week after week, even if the results initially are not showing. And over the grander scheme of things as well, if you are making videos about something that you actually enjoy, your channel tends to feel more natural, your channel feels a little more authentic, and the audience tends to stick for longer. Now coming to number two, let's talk about equipments. Do you need a very expensive camera, very expensive mic, or very expensive lights as well? The simple answer is you only need one shooting device, one editing device. Your shooting device can very easily be your phone, your webcam, or any camera that you have lying around. You do not need to invest any money into YouTube when you are starting out. If you really want to invest into something, most people will be going for a camera, a better iPhone or something like that, but it is much better to invest in audio. Find a better mic like this or like this, because you can essentially watch a video with bad video quality but good audio quality, but you cannot watch a video with bad audio but good video quality. So make sure you invest in audio first, then you go into lighting, because that is the majority of the factor that decides how good your video looks, and then you can invest into a better camera. Initially you don't need to invest anything into a studio light or any kind of ring light. Even you can just go outside and shoot in daylight or use the window light in the daytime to make any type of content that you want. Now with that out of the way, let's now finally talk about how you're going to make content. Firstly, you have to plan your content. What are you going to talk about in the video? And you have to plan each video very specifically. And this is where the need of an idea bank comes in. Either you can keep your ideas on your phone, just in the Notes app, you can have it on a notebook, or you can have it on something like a note-taking app like Notion, or even the sticky note. Anything works, but you should keep all of your ideas, because your ideas will come into your mind at random places when you're traveling, when you're going to sleep, when you're sipping on coffee, when you're out with friends. Those ideas are absolutely so valuable, you cannot lose them. You have to hang on to them, and as I said, keep them somewhere. I personally keep all of my videos and real ideas. I plan my content, track my content, and everything I do inside this particular Notion template called the Content Brain, that has been developed by me and my team over the last 2 years. And it sort of covers everything that a content creator will need. But if you're a beginner content creator, you do not really need this. You just need anything, any piece of paper, any note-taking app, anything can work to store your ideas. Now you might be thinking, but Sanko, how do I understand which videos are good, which videos I should make, or which videos I should not make? And honestly, the very simple answer is to make videos that you would like to watch, because it is very hard to impersonate someone else and think from their perspective, but if you are starting on YouTube, the best goal that you can have is to find other people who are like you, to build a community who have the similar mindset, similar interests. So make videos that you think you will watch so that other people who have the similar mindsets or similar interests will find the same video very interesting and will gather around and form a community around your channel. Now after you have written the video, the next part of the puzzle is actually recording the video. I understand that getting in front of a camera and talking might be a little bit intimidating. I was the biggest introvert who was really terrified of the camera 4 to 5 years back. And I have made a video about exactly how you can get more confident in front of the camera. I will link it right over here or leave a link in the description as well. You can go ahead and watch that. But other than that, just get in front of the camera. Do not really worry about fumbling your words. Take your time, calm down, speak slowly, and speak to the camera and speak like you're talking to a friend. It might be a little bit complicated at first to talk to a camera because it's an inanimate object. You can also get a friend who is supportive of making videos, make him or her sit in front of the camera, or not in front of the camera, beside the camera or behind the camera, and talk to that friend. It will be much more conversational, and the more conversational your videos are, the more the audience who are watching it will feel like they're talking to a friend and you are actually talking to them, the persons, not the camera. Now that is a skill that will come with time, so do not really stress about it much. The more you talk to the camera, the better you will get with it. Now after you've shot the video, we come to the next step, which is editing. Now this is where things get a little bit technical, but at the very start you do not really need to worry about very complex editing or very complex sound design and all of these things. You just learn to cut different things, put in transitions and put in music. Anything that makes sense, just experiment a lot. That fact that your first 10, 15, 20 videos are not going to be watched by many people is actually a liberty where you can experiment a lot. You can make mistakes, learn from them, and those will be the best learning ground you find while you are starting your content creation journey. So now that you have edited the video, the next part is actually uploading. Uploading is pretty simple. You click on this button, you drag the video, and then comes the title, the thumbnail, the description, the tags, and all of these different things. You can find very descriptive videos on YouTube exactly talking about how to write these things, but your title and the thumbnails is essentially the most important thing about the video, sometimes as important as the video itself, because no matter how good your video is, if your title and the thumbnail is not compelling enough, it is not getting any curiosity, it is not getting any interest in the viewer's mind, people will never actually click on your video, and then how good your video is doesn't really matter because nobody is going to watch it. So you have to put in like 2 to 3 hours at least deciding what the title and what the thumbnail should be. And a very good way to get ideas is to actually look into the similar niche on YouTube or some other niche on YouTube and get inspiration from other people. See what thumbnails and titles are actually working on your niche, in other niches, and even on your YouTube feed, which thumbnails and titles are making you click. Those are good thumbnails, and you can carry out a similar type of idea for your thumbnail as well. In terms of the title and the description and the tags, these are parts of search engine optimization, popularly also known as SEO. This is something a little bit complicated and you have to understand why this happens, how this happens. You can find different videos on the YouTube platform itself to learn a little bit of SEO. You do not need to go very deep into all of this, just the surface level should be good enough because the algorithm is more powered with AI these days, so SEO is taking a little bit of a bottom space right now. So main priority should be the video and the title and the thumbnail. And last but not the least, a lot of people will ask me, Bhaiya, what exactly should I focus on? Should I focus on quantity of videos? Should I post more videos? Or should I be posting really amazing videos that are quality videos? So in the battle of quality versus quantity, when you are starting out, it is absolutely a no-brainer that you should at the start focus on quantity. Make as many videos as possible, and through that process, because even if you focus on quality, your first 5, 10, 20 videos are not going to be good. They are not even going to be the representative of your full potential, even with the gears that you have. So you have to go through the repetition 20, 30 times to actually reach your potential with whatever camera, whatever mic and whatever lighting you are using. And that is how you get better. That is how your threshold of quality actually increases and that becomes true. So I hope that gives you a very clear idea of how you can start your YouTube channel. I am sorry I cannot help you with which niche should you pick or what should you make a video about, because if you sit down, think about it and choose your niche, that is going to be the best niche for you. So I hope you learned something new from this video, and I hope in the very near future I will be stumbling upon your videos on my feed, and I will be loving to watch them as much as possible. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.